When we're dealing with algebraic expressions, one of the main things we're going to have to do is evaluate them. Evaluating something as a direction basically means to substitute in a number for the variable if that's required, and then finding the single number answer. Evaluate problems always give you a single number answer. To do this, it's actually fairly straightforward. Since x equals -3, all I want to do is rewrite this expression. Anywhere I see x, I'm going to replace it with -3. I'm not going to change anything else until I start to use the order of operations to simplify and evaluate the expression. So, let's start with our substitution. All right, we want to substitute. We have -4. I'm substituting -3 in for x. Nothing else has changed. It's still -4 times -3 squared minus 6 times -3. Again, nothing else has changed. It's still -6 times, but now instead of x I have -3 plus 11. So I've substituted in. That is the first step in an evaluate problem. The next step will be to begin the order of operations, because now this is not an algebraic expression. It's a numerical expression because it's all numbers. Here I want to start with PEMDAS. Now, these -3's are in parentheses, but since there's no operations being done inside the parentheses, I'm not worried about getting rid of them. I only want to worry about parentheses if there's some sort of operation being done inside them. So I'm going to skip the parentheses part. What I am going to do is deal with the exponents. And I have some exponents. I have -3 squared, as a matter of fact. Nothing else is going to change. It's still going to be -4. But now I've got -3 squared. Now, a quick word about this. Since this is -3 squared, what I'm literally saying is -3 times -3. -3 times -3. Well, a negative times a negative is a positive. So my answer is going to have to be positive. And 3 times 3 is 9. So -3 squared is positive 9. So I'm going to replace -3 squared with positive 9. And that is all I'm going to do in this step, because I was just concerned with the exponents. Now I'm going to move on. The thing I want to deal with next, since I don't have any division, I'm just looking at my multiplication. So I'm going to multiply. And I do have some multiplying that can be done. I have -4 times 9. I have -6 times -3. This minus sign does move with the 6. -6 times -3 is different than 6 times -3. So I've multiplied -4 times 9 and -6 times -3, and I've got -36 plus 18 plus 11. That's all of my multiplication. My last step then is simply to add. So I'm going to add for my last step. I have -36 plus 18 plus 11, and the calculator tells me that that is -7. So that is my answer, -7. I started with an algebraic expression, and I ended with a single number answer. That is the way it will usually go with an evaluate type of question.